Rutherford here, bringing you live commentary of this final group game of the African World Cup qualifying campaigns. The winners, if Nigeria were to hold on to this point or win the game, of course, then they would qualify for the final 10. The only way that Cape Verde can do so is if they win the game. It's fairly even at the moment. Nigeria are just making more effort towards goal at the moment. The quality in the final third is not on display so far. They're coming down with Osherman down the right-hand side. He beats two Cape Verdean players, but he ran into a third one, and Cape Verde are just starting to clear their lines. It's a loose ball into the penalty area, though, and the goalkeeper, Vecina, is going to have to come across outside of his area into the right fullback channel, and he clears long. He does very well, but it's going to come back towards Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi tries to turn it around his head. The Cape Verdean player just runs straight into his standing leg, and that's going to be a free kick to the home side. No real need for Andrade to run straight into Iwobi there, it must be said. It was going nowhere. And Nigeria just having to just take a bit. Mistake from Fortes as he tried to head the ball away, and it bounced off the back of his head and laid it straight into Osherman, who put the ball in the back of the net, and a loose header there almost allowed Iwobi to sneak into the right hand side of the area, and he was under pressure and he couldn't direct the header, and it just goes wide of the right hand upright and out for a goal kick to Cape Verde Islands. The goalkeeper Vosjanina's just taking his time to get the ball back into the 6-yard box, and as I was saying about Okeo, the Nigerian goalkeeper running the goal, he places the ball right in the middle of the 6-yard box, so that I presume he just gets a better angle on that, but it is the fashion of goalkeepers these days. It's flicked on, and now Cape Verde come down the left-hand side. That's a really loose ball. It was a lazy ball really from Tavares. It just dropped down to him in the middle of the field, and he used his left foot to poke it up towards the penalty area, but there was no blue shirt anywhere near it, and it's easy for Nigeria to tidy up. They moved it towards midfield and done very well there. Simon, he picks up the ball, he was under pressure, he had his back towards any of his teammates, but he manages to his centre half. It's a left-footed ball to find Alex Iwobi in. He just Nigerian corner, which Simon is going to come across to this right. There is very well blocked, and it's going to be a throw into Nigeria, left-hand side, level with the edge of the does so over halfway, is going to drop onto the head of Osherman. Is it? No, Osherman adjudged to have fouled his man. That's a really harsh decision as well. He goes in to battle with Verde. It didn't look like there was anything wrong from the Nigerian number 9, in truth. But ultimately, the referee thought there was. So he's given a free kick to Cape Verde Islands, 15 yards outside of their penalty area, right of centre. It's going to be taken by Lopez. He's going to just drop it down again now to Stopiera, the goal scorer. He launches long. It's a big poor ball, which is picked up by Collins. And Collins will drop it now to Balahun, and Balahun will square it across to Trust Ekon, midway inside his own half. To the right hand side and get two hands on that and push it away for a corner. But Osherman really should have done better, because Vagina nearly went from the sublime to the ridiculous as he came out and got nowhere near the corner. Cape Verde Islands coming forward on the left hand. Lopez. Cape Verde. Last questions now of the Cape Verde Islands. It was Oyaneka who actually got the header in. Just taking his time here. Throw it to Nigeria, midway inside their own half. They've stolen a few yards on this one at the moment. And it goes forward again. It's picked up by Andrade, though, for Cape Verde Islands, and he launches the ball long, and now this is going to be a foot race down the left-hand side, and it's bounced off the Nigerian player, and he was under real pressure there by Tavares, who did very well in the end to recover, did see him, but he can only concede a Cape Verde Islands throw it. Andrade, he gets in towards the penalty area. He's been held up at the 6-yard box, has to come out again. He's found a Wobie, still 25 yards from goal. He moves it in towards Onuyeka at the edge of the penalty area. It comes back to Aribo, and he tries to turn it back into the box, looking for the run of Onuyeka, and Cape Verde Islands clear. The header was won, though, by Ndidi, and back towards Balogun, and it comes to Proust Ikon. Out towards the front. Right hand. Just less, he can't do anything with it somewhere, and it ends up going out for a throw-in to Cape Verde. So 1-1 here then. It's a on the right hand side there, and they could be in business. Mendes just tugging that right touchline, plays it back penalty area, and there's a bit of a battle going on between himself and Lopez, and Lopez gets the better of it in the end, and it's been pushed out for a throw-in to Nigeria. It's very deep. Very good opportunity for the Nigerians here to test the Cape Verde resolve. It's going to be Collins to take this long throw in. He goes right back to the advertisement. Is an hold in here, and he makes a long run up. He puts it up in the air, and he's only going to meet that goal kick to Cape Verde Islands. They're going to start taking their time over a few of these paces. I suspect that Cape Verde Islands just want to be still in the game around about 15-20 minutes to go and try and get a winner from a set piece or something. But as I said earlier on in the broadcast, it's the pinnacle. The World Cup is the pinnacle of football. The African nations have been they've really been making strides over the past few years. They've developed so much, and it's the African Cup of Nations. Is one of my favourite international tournaments. It's always a pleasure. In football, as I said, they've moved it back towards halfway and have it with Moreira at the moment. Quick 1-2, it goes back out towards Moreira, the goal scorer Stabira. And again, Moreira just keeping it. Played infield towards it. Not a good afternoon in truth. He was trying to shift it out towards the right hand side, where in left hand side Collins has the ball in his hands at the moment, looking for a couple of options. I think he wants to hit the line, and he does. He just moves forward, and it's been met by Cape Verde Islands head. back in field. Stapira will lay it off now towards Adini, but Adini stood to his task very, very well, and he puts the ball out for a throw-in to keep. The Islands dead on the midway point of the Nigerian, and he was a bit too impetuous with it, so it comes in down this right channel and they release. I don't see it of just that. Nigeria, though, with a very dangerous free kick. Got a great opportunity to put the ball in the box. It's level with a penalty spot. It comes in right footed. It's just underneath. Crossbar for a fifth Nigeria corner of this first half. It was a miss-hit cross from Simon, really. He was trying to float it into the corridor of uncertainty, you know, between the penalty spot and the sixth. And what a save that is! For a throw into Cape Verde down the left-hand side, which they've taken. They're now midway inside their own half. They're going to shift it out towards the right-hand side. Lopez to Fortes, and Fortes will turn it back. On the corner, Stapira launches it long, and that's and Awazia will just trot to the midway point of his own half of the field, plays it in towards midfield, and he's his legs moving forward. He's got Aribo in support in the middle of the field. Now here he is, under pressure though. Aribo steps away from the first Cape Verdean, but not the second one. He has to be helped out by a teammate, and it works it out to Simon on the left-hand side. Still at the point of the centre circle on the right now. And now it comes out to the Awazia, but it's a long diagonal looking for the run there. The late run, in fact, of Igalo. And he couldn't quite get there, and it goes straight through to the goalkeeper. And the goalkeeper just puts his foot on the ball and jogs out to the edge of the 18-yard box. He's still keeping hold of the ball in his hands, drops it in the deep. It comes out again, and now it's been won. Turned to the right-hand side. Cape Verde still trying to keep hold of the ball. They've got it in midfield through Mendes, who's dropped deep. He's under pressure though, and too much pressure, says the referee, and it's going to be a free kick to Cape Verde Islands just on halfway, right of centre, played into water. Really poor. Ball three. It was three Cape. Won it back in midfield. They've got it at the moment with Stapira. Laid in towards the centre of the field, and now Verde on the left-hand side of the centre circle. Very clever turn to take Verde Islands down this left-hand side. We've got 2.5 minutes before the break in this huge game. Moreira just trotting back towards the edge of the 18-yard box to take this throw, and eventually it comes back to Stapira. Stapira lays it to the feet of his teammate. It comes back out to Moreira, now into midfield. Andrade, first time in towards the penalty area on the right-hand side. It's not the greatest of balls, but it's kept alive. It comes back out again. Can they find a delivery? They can find a delivery into the box, but that's a really poor ball. Really poor ball, actually. He was under no real pressure at all, Mentalio. Take everybody out for a goal kick. They've taken it short, comes back into the goalkeeper Okoye, and they clear long. Cape Verde win the header, but Aribo picks it up in midfield and gets bundled over in the centre circle. It's going to be a free kick to Nigeria, just a couple of yards back from the centre, and it comes across now to Trustakong. Trustakong moves it onto his right foot. It's a really poor ball has been picked off, and Cape Verde trying to come away. He won the ball, but not interested, and the referee says that Lopez was fouled for Cape Verde, so it is a free kick to the Cape Verde Islands, just on the right-hand side of the centre circle, just inside the Nigeria half of the field. We are in the final minute of the first half now, just waiting to see what the referee will add on. Not been too many stoppages in this. traditional central position. Osherman heads on the ball, and there's a foot race here, and the goalkeeper's had to be very, very strong to come out ahead of Igalo, who was just getting in beyond the centre-half Lopez, and the goalkeeper, Vecina, had to come out and gather it up very bravely, and Igalo, to his credit, did a very good job of pulling out of the tackle, otherwise he may well have accidentally booted Vecina in the face, and he had every right to go for that ball as it drops out inside the 18-yard box, but excellent goalkeeping. And it's been cleared by Cape Verde Islands, and now Nigeria coming forward with Balogun on the left-hand side. Just left of centre, he's going to drop it to Alex Iwobi, 5 yards back from the halfway line, and now moves into the Cape Verdean half of the field. That's a really poor ball, though, and Collins couldn't keep it in play, and it will be a throw-in to Cape Verde down their right-hand side, just 3 or 4 yards inside their own half of the field. They throw backwards to begin with. Fortes will drop it to the goalkeeper, Vecina, and he launches long towards halfway. Poor ball, though, straight to the feet of Ndidi, and they can't keep it between him and Iwobi, and Cape Verde bringing it away now over halfway, and that's a really good ball to release down the right-hand side. Fortes takes the cross, first time in towards the area, and just ahead of the player coming in, it was Mendes who was trying to break in towards the penalty area. He went down slightly easily, in truth. Didn't actually ask for a penalty or a foul, to his credit. The ball was dropped out over the byline, and it will be in. Head it down, and it would have been a corner in his second half, and it goes. Iwobi's just going across to give a short option to Simon. Simon's delivery has been poor so far this afternoon. Going to swing out. Again, it hasn't been the first man. How many times does he have to have a corner cleared at the near post before the manager makes a decision to take him off the set pieces? Cape Verde trying to keep the ball alive in their own corner at the moment, playing against Alex Iwobi and out for a throw-in to the away side, just a couple of yards back from the corner flag. Some really, really poor set-piece deliveries from Simon for Nigeria today, and as I just say, I just don't understand how many times a corner comes in and doesn't beat the first man before anybody makes a decision to remove that player from the set-piece deliveries. Cape Verde have cleared the ball, but cleared it poorly. They've sliced it out of play, and it's going to be a Nigerian throw-in on the right-hand side, 10 yards inside the Cape Verde half. They've squared it into the centre circle. Balogun now breaks on the left-hand side of the centre circle, breaks into the Cape Verde half. Collins turns it around the corner left-footed, looking for the run of Iwobi, and Iwobi's not going to get there first. It's cleared, and cleared well by Stipera, but it's going to go out again for another throw-in to Nigeria down this left-hand side, midway point. Collins has the ball in his hands. He's just been moved back a couple of yards by the official, but he's definitely midway inside the Cape Verde half at the moment, down this left-hand side. Not too many options ahead of him at the moment. And eventually he's going to run up towards the byline. He throws it in towards the box. He was looking for Igalo. He was headed up in the air, and that's a high foot by Alex Iwobi in the left-hand corner of the 18-yard box, and it will be a Cape Verdean free kick. 5.5 minutes of this second half have been played. You're listening to Ben Ashelford describe ball-by-ball action of Nigeria and Cape Verde Islands. The score is 1-1 between the two sides. That is enough for Nigeria to move into the next phase of qualification. Cape Verde need to find a goal in this second half from somewhere. They've got a throw-in down the right-hand side, but they're still inside their own half at the moment. Fortes will throw back towards halfway. Mendes can't keep it alive, and the throw-in has been given. It's been given Cape Verde as well, so the ball drops out of play. Both sets of players are appealing for. Collins is indignant. That should have gone Nigeria's way, but it will be a Cape Verde throw-in. It's about 10 yards back from the halfway line. A couple of the coaches are now out in the technical area, just having a bit of an argument. The fourth official's just gone over there, and the referee is now moving out towards the technical area. He wants to have a word with both coaches. So it's all getting a little bit bitty and a lot of tension now between both sets of players, and the referee's deep in conversation here with both coaches, just telling everyone to calm down just a moment. So eventually Verde can take this throw in for Cape Verde. He's going to get the ball back, is he? No, it's back up in the air, and that's really poor from the Cape Verde Islands, and it's going to be a Nigerian throw in just down their own left-hand side above. Osherman can't win the header. It's going to try and come to Ngalo on the left-hand corner, but it's been hooked over Andrade's head, and it's going to drop to Aribo, and Aribo finds Iwobi in the centre of the field, out towards Simon. Iwobi just breaks towards the right-hand side. Quick 1-2 with Simon. It's a really poor ball from Alex Iwobi. Just put too much on it, and Cape Verde will clear. And they move it up towards halfway, and it's a loose football from Cape Verde, but it's an even more loose tackle from Nigeria in the middle of the field. And it's getting very, very scrappy here, and it's going to be a free kick to Nigeria. Simon is now pulled back in the left fullback position, just a yard or so inside the Cape Verdean half of the field. It's a poor decision to make that challenge from Monterio, really, for Cape Verde. He wasn't going anywhere in that left channel, and his impetuousness to get the ball back, he just fouled his man. Collins now has it for Nigeria, just on halfway, turns it back around the corner, continues his run, gets the ball back, and finds Iwobi approaching the left-hand corner of the penalty area. He's got his legs open, that's Iwobi cut the field, using the outside of his right foot to feed it back towards Collins. Collins couldn't get there first. Andrade stepped in, and then Collins just dangled a leg and fouled his man, and it will be a free kick to Cape Verde. We played 8 minutes of the second half, and the game is scrappy. The free kick will come from the right fullback channel for Cape Verde. The goalkeeper's going to just move it forward a few yards, and the referee's going to have to move him back before he can get the game back underway. He's just having a good look for the goalkeeper. He's going to hit it long, right-footed again, over halfway, looking towards the left-hand corner of the area. It's flipped on in towards the channel, but Cape Verde can't get on the end of it. Nigeria struggling to clean their lines, and eventually it's been sent back towards the centre half here, and he's going to have to really scramble to keep it alive. Such a loose ball back, and there were two Nigerians, Osherman and Igalo, who were trying to get in behind, but it was well watched by Lopez in the end. He touches it back towards his goalkeeper, and Cape Verde, although causing their own problems to start with there, did manage to get out of it quite well, and they've launched all the way down the other end of the field, just outside the Nigerian 18-yard box, and they've got the ball now through the cop. He's going to square it to Balogun. It went inside his own half. It comes out towards the left-hand side, turn round the corner for Collins. Collins drops it off towards Iwobi, 5 yards in from the touchline. He finds Osherman. His first touch takes him slightly wide, and he's now in the left channel, heading towards the byline. He's under pressure. Really good defending. Osherman might get on the end of it, and he's been tripped there. Oh my goodness, he's given a foul against Osherman. Osherman got tripped there. He tried to get in towards the... puts his arm over Osherman, fouls his man, trips him over, and then a free kick was awarded against the Nigerian. That's a really poor decision from the referee there. It should have been a penalty to Nigeria without any doubt whatsoever in my mind. Lopez wasn't fouled at all. He put his arm around the hip of the Nigerian number 9, the goal scorer as well this afternoon, fouled his man in the area and was given a free kick for his troubles. Unbelievably poor officiating on that occasion. Cape Verde coming forward again. They hook it up towards the edge of the penalty area. There's nobody underneath that. The goalkeeper, Okaye, just comes out, gathers the ball and releases it out towards the right-hand side, up towards Aribo, man to goal, played in field now towards Ndidi, on halfway. Ndidi's clearly fouled there on halfway, and he's going to receive a bit of treatment, I think. Just a bit impetuous by the Cape Verdean man. It was Mendes who was trying to get back to defend, and he just took the standing leg of Ndidi, and it's a clear foul for Nigeria. They've got a free kick right of centre on halfway. They try to poke it in towards the penalty area. Good defending in the end from Stapira, and it goes out for a throw into Nigeria, just level with the edge of the 18-yard box. So they've got a throw right outside. Mendes is just having a quick word with the official. Awaziam's going to come across and take this throw in for Nigeria. It's going to be a a long one. He's just sitting in the advertising boardings at the moment. Eventually, he approaches the touchline. He throws it in. Poor throw again. It's getting clear. It's going to come back in towards the penalty area, though, but there's too much on that. And Vijona's just going to come across to the right-hand side of his area. He releases the ball. Cape Verde trying to move it up towards halfway. Another really poor distribution. And it's going to be a throw into Nigeria. And they're going to be happy with the way the opening 12 or so minutes of this second half have gone. Nigeria, they're under no real pressure from Cape Verde at all. They're trying to come down the left-hand side now. That's bounced off at the back of Stapira. It's going to be another throw into Nigeria. Just down this left-hand side, Collins is standing midway point at this point. And he's got a Wobie and a Rebo just in front of him. Not too many options up the line here. Distance between the throwing and a lot of Nigerian players. He tries to throw it up the left-hand side. Andrade tidies up though. It's been picked up again in midfield. Nice 1-2 between Iwobi and Simon, but they can't make anything of it. It's been stabbed clear. Nigeria win the ball back on halfway. Poor clearance. Cape Verde now have it with the goal scorer Stapira on the left-hand side of the field. Back in field to Andrade just on halfway. He escapes from Rebo and then drops it at the feet of Mendes and it's worked out towards the left-hand side. Then midway inside the Nigeria half of the field. Now dropped to the point of the centre circle. Good ball forward. And that's a nice 1-2. And can they get in the penalty area here? There's all sorts of pressure. The goalkeeper comes out and smothers the ball. Did look as if he was under a bit of pressure from Trusta Kong as well as he gets down the left-hand side. But that's really unlucky from Tavares as he gets into the area. Excellent goalkeeping from Okoyo, whose starting position was bang on. And he comes out and smothers the ball. Nigeria now coming forward for a Rebo on the right-hand side of the field. Midway inside the Cape Verdean half. Drop down to Ndidi, and now Ndidi finds Iwobi. Move down towards Collins, and he's approaching the left-hand side of the area. Runs straight into the Cape Verde defender, though, and he's been held up, and he gets the ball, he nutmegs him, and he gets in towards the left channel. He gets a delivery in as well. It's headed up in the air. The goalkeeper's going to have to come out here under pressure, and he just about deals with it, and I do mean just about. He flaps down, and the ball comes out to the left-hand side, and it's been hooked clear. And Iwobi picks it up, about 10 yards back from the 18-yard box, runs into an alleyway of trouble, and it's going to be a possible shot here as they keep hold of the ball. They send it out towards Collins, left-hand side. If he can keep it in play, he can. Drilled across the 18-yard box, nobody there. Still alive for Nigeria. Back in towards the edge of the D. Heavy touch from Ndidi, and Cape Verde can bring it. The centre circle, they're 4-on-4, but they're not moving forward with any real pace. In fact, they're going to slow it down and go backwards. That's really poor from Cape Verde. They were 4-on-4 there. They need a goal in order to have any chance of qualification for the next stage, and instead they turned it round and put it back to their own fullback position. Really poor, negative play from Cape Verde, but here they come again. Tavares at the edge of the penalty area is back to goal, looking for a 1-2, and an awful ball back to him on that occasion from Morera. Puts the ball out for a goal kick to Nigeria, and Cape Verde Islands were nowhere near brave enough on that occasion, and they're going to respond with a double substitution. Just see who goes off here. It looks like it's going to be Fortes to make way. Fortes will be the first player to leave for the play. Jeffrey Fortes, he's had an okay game. He's been slightly anonymous for some of it. He's going to be replaced by Afonso. Semedo Afonso comes on, the number 5 for Cape Verde, and this could well be a change of shape. And Monterio has just come off, and Borges will replace him. So, double substitution for Cape Verde. Nigeria trying to come down the right-hand side at the moment. Cape Verde win the ball back and present it straight towards Ndidi on the right-hand side of the centre circle in the Cape Verdean half of the field. He sends it left towards Collins. Early ball looking for Osherman. Headed clear at the edge of the D, and Cape Verde pick it up at the tip of the centre circle and have it through. Andrade out towards this left-hand side. It comes back to Stapira. He's still midway inside his own half. He drops it off towards Morero, and it's going to bounce off a Nigerian player. It's going to be a Cape Verde Islands throw-in on the left-hand side, just 5 yards back from the halfway line. Throw it eventually gets dropped down. It's really poor from Cape Verde Islands on that occasion. It dropped down, first-time ball too high. The player that took the throw-in, which was Orokashanta, just trotted back. He couldn't even go and challenge with it, and Nigeria have it on the right hand side, 5 yards inside the Cape Verdean half. And They're just slowing everything down slightly here, Nigeria. They're under a bit of pressure. They try to launch the ball up towards the right channel, and that bounces straight against Stapiro and goes out for another throw into Nigeria. Still 5 yards inside the Cape Verdean half. We've got 61 and a half minutes on the clock here in Lagos. It's still 1-1 between Nigeria and Cape Verde Islands, and that's a really poor misinterception. Osman gets in down the right-hand side. The cross comes in, and it's gone for a corner. Great block from Stapiro. He stayed down after the block as well, and both the referee and Osman have called for help for Stapiro, the man who scored the goal, and Stapiro does not look good at all here. He's blocked it with the back of his head by those things. He's now laying on his stomach, and he's certainly going to receive some treatment before this corner can come back in, and Cape Verde just want to get organised as best they can. The cross had come in from the right-hand side, and it's in the, for any males listening here, it's in that area that you, where you feel sorry for any footballer if they receive a ball in that particular area, if you understand my meaning. We'll call it the unmentionables. I'm currently sitting here feeling Stapiro's pain, and he's understandably receiving some treatment, and he can take as long as he needs. Coach and the manager for Cape Verde are just in deep conversation down the side here. He's a very fashionable man. His short sleeves, or his sleeves rolled up, and walking around is quite like his outfit, not going to lie. And Stapiro is finally back to his feet. He's going to have to leave the field of play as he has received treatment. Now Nigeria can take this corner. Cape Verde currently down to 10 men. The corner is a much better one in towards the back post, headed back towards the edge of goal. It's a poor clearance from Cape Verde, and then Collins, even, I don't know what he was thinking, the ball drops ahead of him, and he was thinking of trying to hook it back over his head, I think, in towards the penalty area, and instead he's volleyed it out for a throw into Cape Verde down this right-hand side. Really poor play from Collins, and he's having a very good second half. The throw-in now will come in for Cape Verde. It's going to be hooked straight back out of play by Ndidi, and it's going to be another throw into Cape Verde just 15 yards further up the field, still on the right-hand side. And again, they've run straight into Ndidi, and they're going to have a third throw in succession. This one's in exactly the same place as the previous one. And I wonder if Cape Verde here are going to try something a little bit different. No, they're going to give it straight back to Nigeria, but they present it to Andrade, and Andrade runs into Ndidi for a fourth time. There's going to be yet another throw into Cape Verde down this right-hand side. 5 yards inside the Nigerian half of the field, though. They could have thrown it into midfield there, but instead they went more cautious. Andrade, guess what? Ndidi pushes it out for another throw into Cape Verde Islands. There's 5 in a row. 5 in a row down this right-hand side, and every single one of them has come off of Ndidi. Cape Verde Islands must be sick of the sight of it. This one's gone backwards and has been volleyed forward, and that's not going to go out of play for a throw on the right-hand side, but Cape Verde are trying to escape down the left, in towards the left-hand corner of the area. They're just being held up. It comes out now to the left-hand corner, too early a ball, but it's going to be volleyed back in towards goal onto the chest of Aribos. Appeals for handball. The referee was right there, said no. Osman can't make it stick. Cape Verde is still coming down the right-hand side. Andrade, level with the penalty spot, tries for a cross. It's been deflected by Collins and is out for a Cape Verde Islands corner. Their second of the game, their first of the second half. It's going to be from the right-hand side. We're approaching the 65-minute mark here in Lagos. Still Nigeria 1, Cape Verde Islands 1. Cape Verde Islands have this corner from their right-hand side. They've got a short option, but I think it's going to be ignored. They pulled it out towards the right-hand corner of the area instead. It goes back to the corner taker, who's in an offside position. That is absolutely woeful from the Cape Verde Islands. There's nothing worse than sending your big centre-half forward, kind of bodies into the box, only for a corner to go short, go back to the corner taker who doesn't even bother trying to get into an onside position, and it's offside, and what a waste. And there's going to be a second double substitution now for Cape Verde Islands, so we'll see who's going to make way. 2 players just on the touchline at the moment. It's going to be Andrade who's going to make way. He's going to be the first player to go off. Patrick Andrade. He's had a very good game. And it's going to be Gilson Tavares. So there's going to be a second Tavares on the field, just to confuse me a little bit more. And then the second substitution, it's going to be Roca Santo to come off. And his his replacement. He's going to come on the full bench for Cape Verde Islands. While all this is going on, there's a Nigerian player just sitting down at the edge of his own penalty area. I think it's Olinga who's down. Nigeria yet to make a single substitution in this game. Cape Verde Islands have made 4. In fact, it's Simon, that's down at the edge of the 18-yard box. He's just getting some spray on his right thigh, on the outside of his right thigh at the moment. They don't... Conversation again. Just sitting there and taking deep breaths. And he's going to be stretchered off here. He's moved onto a stretcher here, Simon. And this looks a much more... I didn't see what happened to him, to be honest with you. I didn't see where the impact was. But Simon here, he's sitting on a stretcher, and it looks like he's going to be carried off here. There was a great deal of spray that went onto the outside of his right thigh. And they were sitting there for a while. They didn't look overly concerned. And a stretcher appeared, and Simon's races run here, ladies and gentlemen, and he is going to be replaced. And Nigeria's substitution, first substitution of the day, is going to be an enforced one as Simon leaves the game on a stretcher. And Moses Simon here, his race is run, and he's going to be replaced by Abdoulaye Shehu. So Shehu to come on for the stricken Simon, and that's Nigeria's first substitution of the day. He played 3 quarters of this game here in Lagos, and that's a really good ball forward from the goalkeeper, and Osherman nearly snuck in there, but it was well watched at the end by Fortes, the centre half, and he volleys it out for a throw into Nigeria, very, very deep in Cape Verde Islands territory, level with the edge of the 6-yard box. Collins is just jogging away to get the ball. There was one a lot closer to him, but Nigeria aren't going to make life easy for Cape Verde Islands by any stretch of the imagination. Don't forget, Cape Verde Islands in their last 3 victories, 2 of which have come from behind. The throw-in comes in by Collins, and eventually is met by the centre half. It almost went all the way through to the back post, and Didi keeping it alive on the right-hand side. Here comes the substitution that's just come on to replace Simon. He turns around a corner, and he plays it straight into Stapira, the goal scorer for Cape Verde Islands. They've now got it midway inside their own half of the field. It's a poor ball forward, and Nigeria win it back, and they've got it in their right full-back position. Infield towards Oribo, he takes over, sends it out to the right-hand side. There's a good ball over the tops, headed clear though by Stapira, and Nigeria pick it up again through Oribo, just midway inside the Cape Verdean half of the field, 5 yards in from the right touchline. It comes back to Balogun, the centre half, and he's going to square it out to the right-hand side again, out to the right channel. Early ball into the penalty area, but that one is over, everybody. Another poor ball, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Cape Verde Islands, who've got 20.5 minutes left of the 90 to try and get back into this game. I say get back into this game, they need another goal. It is 1-1. They need to win this game in order to qualify. 1-1 is enough for Nigeria, but not for Cape Verde. The ball goes long over the top, good header down, one by Nigeria, and indeed he sends it out towards the right-hand side. They've got it just a couple of yards inside the Cape Verdean half, and Didi again will drop it out to the byline, right-footed ball in towards the middle. Osherman couldn't get on the end of it, it was headed clear, and it's been won by Cape Verde. They've got it through Fortes, the fullback on the right-hand side. He's going to hit it long, up in the air, and it's going to be flicked off himself. He's been penalised. Again, it's another questionable decision from this referee. It looked like something, nothing to be honest, and if there was a foul there, it should have gone in favour of Cape Verde Islands. That's not a foul at all. There's no foul there on the play. Nigeria have the free kick though. They've moved it out towards Oribi on the right-hand side of the centre circle. Ian takes over, comes back to Oribi towards the right-hand side. Switching plays to the left, it's a really poor ball. Collins couldn't get there. He gave everything he could to actually get on the end of it, but it goes beyond Collins and out for a throw-in down this right-hand side. Cape Verde all of a sudden in a hurry to move things on. Up towards halfway, and they poke it forward, looking for the run there of Verde's, but too much on the poke, and it's going to be a throw into Nigeria. And Cape Verde Islands just really struggling to get anything going here. In the next 4 minutes, we played 71 minutes of the game here. It's still 1-1. In the next 4 or 5 minutes, I expect an all-out assault from Cape Verde Islands as they chase the goal they need to stay in the World Cup. One of these teams will be eliminated tonight, one way or the other. Cape Verde Islands clear again, but it's picked up by Arimo. His header looking for a road, he didn't get on the end of it. It's been picked up by Stapira and sent out to the left-hand side. Cape Verde Islands try and turn it around the corner through Moreira, but it bounces off of a Nigerian foot and goes out for a throw-in to Cape Verde Islands left-hand side midway through their own half of the field. Moreira takes the throw-in, he gets it back from one of the substitutes, and it was a poor touch back to him, and all he could do is hook it over his head. Nigeria win it back. Osherman trying to escape down the right-hand side. He's up to the right byline. A goal for Nigeria now would take a lot of the pressure off. They'd know that Cape Verde would need 2 in order to put Nigeria out. Dini takes over. Midway inside the Cape Verde half. Down the right-hand side, that's an excellent tackle in the end from the Cape Verde man, Moreira, as he just gets there ahead of Dini and pushes the ball out for another throw-in to Nigeria down the right-hand side. This one's in between the edge of the 18-yard box and the penalty spot. They're just going to take their time, as we expect them to. We know that a point is enough for Nigeria. Throw-in's going to come from Awazia down this right-hand side, in towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed clear by Awazia up towards halfway. There's a chase here from Tavares, but Balogun will get that quite easily and touch it back to the goalkeeper. He hits it first time. He's going to cross the halfway line again. They're looking for a throw-in, but the flag goes up anyway, and it's an offside decision against the guard. Who goes down under that challenge. He has a couple of rolls and then picks himself up back to his feet. And he's walking just fine, which is no surprise. Cape Verde Island coming down the left-hand side. They've just got it on halfway and they're going to drop it back now to Fortes. Fortes tries to spend it out towards the right-hand side. He can't keep that in play though. Another really poor ball. And Cape Verde Islands, as I say, are just really struggling now to get anything going at all. Nigeria down the left-hand side. Osherman tried to let it run under his body and just drop his shoulder, but unfortunately for him, it hit his right shoulder and that spun the ball away from his control. Cape Verde Islands can clear, but Balogun just goes across to the left-hand side of the area and he tries to spin away from Moreira, on the other side of the field. He just lost his footing in the vital moment, managed to recover and clear, but Cape Verde Islands have it back with Stapira in the centre-half position and drop it to the point of the centre circle, then work it out towards the right-hand side. Good touch. He's just going to slow everything down. Fortes, who switched out towards fullback since the substitution. It's a nice one too, and they're going to get in down the right-hand side here. Balogun's gone across though, and Balogun puts it out for a throw-in to Cape Verde Islands, level with a penalty spot down the right-hand side. And this is the point of the game where I'm expecting Cape Verde Islands to throw everything forward. They've taken the throw in quickly. They get towards the edge of the box. The shot comes in. It's blocked up in the air. It's going to drop to Osherman, and Osherman does well to control it and find Igalo. And Igalo puts it to Osherman, and he outpaces the defender, and the goalkeeper comes out of his area. Excellent starting position for him, and he just gets there first and volleys the ball out for a throw-in down the right-hand side. But really good work from Osherman there, and a nice link-up with Igalo. Just a little bit too much on the ball from Igalo, but take nothing away from the goalkeeper, Fazina, who spotted the danger coming through the centre of the field. His excellent starting position came out of the area and got it clear. Nigeria had to settle for a throw-in, which they've taken now. They just happen to keep the ball with the right-back channel for now. Turn around the corner by Ndidi. That's a poor ball, and it's going to be a throw-in to Cape Verde Islands, left-hand side of the field, down the left-hand side of the field. It's a midway point, but they're going to make their final substitution of the game first. 5 substitutions for Cape Verde Islands to Nigeria's 1. Interesting. So we're just going to see who's going to leave the field of play. It's going to be Joao Paulo Fernandes to go off, and Goncalves is going to come on the field of play. He's going to go to the other side, so Goncalves is going to go straight in, and it's another attacking substitution from Cape Verde Islands. So we've got 14 and a half minutes of the 90 left to play in this huge African World Cup qualifying game. Nigeria 1, Cape Verde Islands 1, and Cape Verde Islands coming down the left-hand side. Goncalves, the substitute, gets in ahead. He plays it against the Nigerian defender Balogun, and it goes back out for a corner to Cape Verde Islands from the left-hand side. For the gamblers amongst you, that's 3 Cape Verde Islands corners. Nigeria have had a few over 4, which is usually the most important number in their estimation. There's only been one yellow card in this game, very much to indeed. Corner's going to come from the left-hand side. Goncalves, who's just come on the field, is going to take this right footed. He's going to swing in towards Okoye's goal. He's got his hands on his hips at the moment. He puffs out his chest. The referee's just sorting out some pushing and shoving. Eventually the corner can come in, and it's a decent one. Oh, the header was met, or was nearly met, should have been met. It went over the head of the Cape Verde Islands player, and it was headed clear, and it comes back out towards the left-hand side of the area. Goncalves is really going to have to go to keep this in play, which he does manage to do, but it was right on the byline. He hooks it back over his head and can only find a Nigerian player in the form of Awaziyam, and now they're trying to come down through Osherman down the right-hand side, but it's excellent defending from Stopira as he just goes to ground and pushes the ball out for a throw-in to Nigeria, midway inside the Cape Verde Islands half, and down their right-hand side. But before that can take place, Nigeria are going to make a double substitution, and Igalo is going to be the man to go off first, Odion Igalo, and he's going to be replaced by Kelshi Iniacho, the Leicester City man, the former Manchester City striker. Iniacho is on the field of play. And the second substitution, let's just see who goes off here for Nigeria. I should imagine this is a substitute to put the game to bed. It's going to be Aribo to make way. He's had a decent afternoon. And he's going to be replaced by Onyeka. So Onyeka is going to come on to replace Aribo. The throw-in comes in from the right-hand side, and it's going to drop to the feet of Iniacho, and he gets in towards the penalty area, and his shot was blocked, and it was almost an instant impact from Kalo Iniacho. Cape Verde have managed to bring the ball away, though. They're under pressure, but they've worked it out towards the left-hand side, and this could be the moment for Cape Verde if they can work the ball. They're under pressure, and they got the ball mixed up under their feet. It was really poor play, in truth, and Nigeria smuggle it clear, and now it's Alex Iwobi who pushes it in towards the path of Iniacho. He's got Odison in support on the right-hand side of the area. Iniacho holds the ball up though, and he tries to go backwards, and he gives it away. That's really poor from Kalo Iniacho. And now Cape Verde trying to come down their left-hand side. They run straight into Collins, and they manage to buy a throw-in off of Collins though. Good work from them. And this is going to be a frantic last 12 minutes, I suspect, here in Lagos. Cape Verde take the throw back towards the centre-half area. Lopez then squares it out towards Fortes on halfway on the right-hand side. Plays in towards the feet of Goncalves, who's just come on for Cape Verde Islands. Nice 1-2. He's trying to escape down the left-hand side. That's going to be a foul. That's a harsh foul of Collins, actually. He most certainly took the ball. The assistant was right there on that touchline, though. Decided that he won the ball with a little bit too much force, and it will be a Cape Verde Islands. This could be a very dangerous position, as Goncalves just got taken out, really. He did get something on the ball, Collins, but it wasn't the nicest of challenges. The initial viewing I thought was slightly harsh, but I changed my mind. This free kick's 35 yards from goal, but only 2 yards in from the right-hand touchline. It's an excellent opportunity for a cross. Is he going to find that corridor of incertainty? Here he comes. He's gone down towards the channel instead and gone short, and Collins gets a foot in there, and he pushes the ball out for a Cape Verde Islands corner, their fourth of the game, and it's from the right-hand side. Excellent defending from Collins, really well worked, and this corner will come from the right-hand side. Is it going to be a left-footed in-swinging delivery? We'll find out. Iwobi's just taken up his position to defend at the near post. He's got Poseidon just in front of him, Osherman. Lots of movement in and around the box. The referee's just sorting out some more pushing and shoving. Here comes the corner from the right-hand side. Headed up in the air. I think that's come off the Nigerian player last, and they're going to try and keep it in play through Tavares. It's come off the Cape Verde Islands player last. We've got 10 minutes to play here in Lagos, and it is still Nigeria 1, Cape Verde Islands 1, and that, of course, is enough for Nigeria to qualify for the next phase of qualification. Nigeria are becoming a bit of a... they're becoming accustomed to qualifying for World Cups. Remember 1994, which was their first tournament, and the famous JJ Okocha, the excellent players they had, and the party atmosphere they took to USA in 1994. They'd love to send the same party atmosphere to Qatar 2022. They're coming forward through Collins, who's just on halfway down the left-hand side. Excellent ball to release Iniacho down this left channel. Iniacho's being held up though. He gets right to the byline, just trying to keep the ball in play. He does very, very well, the Leicester City man. and he finds the Everton man, Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi getting in towards the channel. Iniacho takes over. He may have been in an offside position anyway, but he lost his footing as he brings the ball across the 6-yard box, and Vecina just gathers it up and then tries to get Cape Verde Islands moving down this right-hand side. Had to drop it off, still 10 yards back from the halfway line. It's nice 1- and 2-touch football, then it's a slightly loose pass, and Iwobi brings it back, and then plays it in towards Osherman, and Osherman gets in towards the left-hand channel of the penalty area. He has got an option in the middle in the form of Kiliacho, but it would just stabbed wide. It was a poor ball back from Osherman in the end, and it's going to be a Nigerian corner from the left-hand side, and there'll be an absolutely no hurry to take this. 8.5 minutes left of the 90. It's really good defending in the end by Lopez. He just stuck to his task, but it was a poor ball. It was a tired ball from Osherman, really. He got to the right-hand side, just tried to put it into the path of Iniacho, and Lopez was equal to it, and he pushes it out for this corner from this left-hand side. In the absence of Simon, who got stretched off earlier, it's going to be Iwobi, right-footed, in-swinging corner in towards the back post, headed back across goal, and headed against a Cape Verde defender in the form of Fortes, and goes out for another corner, this time on the right-hand side. Iwobi's not going to trot across to take this one. It's going to be Iniacho, so it'll be the left foot of Kaleo Iniacho to take this corner. It may well swing in towards the near post. In fact, it goes in towards the far post. It goes over everybody, though. It's a dreadful corner from Iniacho, and it goes out for a goal kick to Cape Verde Islands, who all of a sudden are in a bit of a hurry to get on with things. They've only got 7.5 minutes to try and find the goal they need, otherwise they will be out of the World Cup. So the goal kick is going to be on the left-hand side of the 6-yard box. Vecina takes it long, over halfway, it's up in the air. It's going to come down with snow on top. It's flicked on, though, and the centre-half Balogun will just touch it back to Okiana. Relatively poor ball out from Okiana, but it was well defended by the centre-half in the end. It was actually a little bit better than I thought it was initially. Turned round the corner, and that's unlucky. He was turned round the corner looking for Mendes. As he was coming back, he just lost his footing, and it's going to be easy for Collins to clear left-footed up towards the channel, and Osherman takes it on his chest. He goes down far too easily, but the referees decided it is a free kick, and he was fouled unfairly. And it will be a free kick to Nigeria, left of centre, just on the... Just see the replay on the monitor, ladies and gentlemen, and Fortes didn't really do anything wrong. He just stood there, stood his ground, waited, and Osherman just waited for it to back into the centre-half, and goes down and buys a very cheap free kick. It's going to come in left of centre, 10 yards in from the halfway line. Collins was about to deliver it, but a bit of pushing and shoving on the left-hand side between Fortes and Iwobi, and the game's just going to be Osherman rather, and the game will be stopped. So Collins again is going to deliver this, left-footed, hangs it in towards the right-hand side of the area, but the goalkeeper Vecina is watching that all the way, and he gathers it on the edge of his 6-yard mark. Drops the ball down for Cape Verde Islands, and they're trying to come forward, but they're not coming forward with particular menace. In fact, they're being held up, and they've had to drop the ball all the way back to Lopez, the centre-half. He goes back to the goalkeeper again, and they're going to try it down the right-hand side on this occasion. Good flick on in towards midfield. Not going to get on the end of it, though, but they will go a throw-in 10 yards inside the Nigerian half down the right, which they've taken quickly. Then they've released down this right channel, and he's done very well there, Mendes. He's sent Balogun for a hot dog, then he goes down, and Balogun there has to go into the book, surely. It was a horrible challenge from Balogun, and he will go into the referee's notebook. Players in the referee's notebook. This is a roundabout 5-6 yards outside of the right-hand side of the 18-yard box, level with the penalty spot. The big centre halves. Lopez has gone forward, so has Fortes. It's going to be delivered from the right-hand side. Deliveries in this game haven't especially been fantastic so far. This one's going to come in from Wagner. Wagner, the substitute, wearing number 11 for Cape Verde Islands. He poses himself, he just puffs out his chest. 4.5 minutes to play here. Can they find the goal they need to offset the odds? Before the kick can come in, the referee has spotted more push and shoving here. He seems to be talking to the Nigerian defender more than anybody, so he's going to be keeping an eye on this. Nigeria. Kaya launches the ball right-footed over into the Cape Verde half of the field. And the action can't get on the end of it for the flick on from Osherman though, and it's been brought away for Cape Verde. Sent out to the left-hand side, the goal scorer Stapiro with his right red hair. He's going to keep moving down to this left-hand side, then finds a right-footed ball looking for Goncalves, and Goncalves runs straight into Bollock. Again, and that's going to cross over the another opportunity to try and find this winning goal if they can. It's going to be Wagner again from the left hand side. It will be a right-footed. First time, and there's an early run from Iniacho. If he stayed off onside, in fact, he's not. Kick. It was really poor from Tibet. drop over the byline for Cape Verde Islands goal. And he's approaching the left-hand side of the area, then Kelo Iniacho stood on the ball, left it behind.